So Caitlin's having a hard time joining the WNBA. She's facing a lot of physicality, and the game isn't translating like people thought it would. They played the Seattle Storm the other day, and she got into a little scrap with Miss V. Had to be saved by her compadre, Aaliyah Boston, right there. But then she had some words, when asked at the presser about the situation and about some of the recent play and all these things like that. She said, quote, "I feel like I'm getting hammered. I appreciate Christy getting a tech. I don't know. I don't know." Now, that leads us into what happened literally June 1st.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter. And
now, I don't know if people needed to hear the mouthing of the words, but Kennedy Carter called her a little B. A little B. Now,
we don't condone that for white women, right?
Stop.
Why are you so concerned?
Do we feel like this is unfair treatment before we get into anything else? Before going down this rabbit hole?
I mean, I want the real answer.
They said this was.
Y'all want the real answer? Why y'all care so much?
Oh, wow.
Why do y'all care? Why do y'all care? This nigga just changed his background.
Got it on speed dial, man.
Why do y'all care? Y'all don't think they don't do that on the court all the time? Y'all don't think
I did ask that on the pod. Like, what is women's trash talk?
I'm about to say, y'all don't think they don't do that, bro? Come on, let's be honest with ourselves.
I'm on your clip. I'm on your clip.
Like, no, what I said women's trash talk was
crazy.
I'm on your clip like shit. That is not women's trash talk. I've been proven wrong there, but
yeah, y'all don't think they don't say that shit? Why y'all all upset about a white woman get called a B word, man? Y'all don't care about them black women do it. They've been talking trash for years.
It's not the problem.
What's the problem then, Dama? Well, first of all, she shouldn't have been down there with Angel Reese anyway, trying to get a rebound. Take your little ass out of here. Zebo would have did that. Zebo would have did that. We ain't got no problem when he do it. We actually applaud him. Shout out to Angel Reese. She actually grabbed 8 offensive rebounds.
I don't speak French, so I don't know what you're talking about. But when it comes to the unfair,
no, Tom, we seen this nigga play. This nigga's mad when he play. Let's fucking stop it, nigga.
That's fine.
You play physical, nigga.
I absolutely do.
You understand what it's like when a guard, like, get your little ass out of here, nigga.
That's fine. Again, I don't, like I said, it's not about them calling each other bees or hoes or whatever.
They ain't even say that, Damo. They ain't even say that.
It's not even about them saying all that.
Doing all that.
He trying to get it off. He's trying to get it off.
It's not about that. No. That ass though. It's about the fact that we're not serious.
No, go ahead. We serious.
The actual issue is the fact that they are essentially guarding and treating Caitlin how like Isaiah Thomas and Ross Strickland said they would guard Steph Curry. They're like, what you gotta really do? Get up on him, step up, hit him. Hey, you all that shooting cool until I hit you. That's basically what they're doing to Caitlin Clark, and it's working for her because that's the state of the game that they're in. I will say it's unfair for the simple fact, as the WNBA casual I am, again, calling her a B or whatever, I don't care about that. But that wasn't a basketball play. The amount of non-basketball plays that kind of happened to Caitlin, or I've seen happen, that's where it's unfair. The responses afterwards. Her doing that, if she would have just did that and after the game, hey man, she's a young player, she's a rookie, we just gotta show her what it's like in the league. Move on. This is y'all are sending a message to a rookie who y'all feel is being overloved, overshined. I'm not outshining everybody, getting unnecessary praise. For you to go on Threads of all things.
Stop shooting the load. Why are you shooting the whole load right now? Damn.
What?
You skipping parts.
I agree with Damo. I agree with Damo.
L clip. Let's start from the top, bro. Start from the top.
Oh, these are all clips.
I see what
These
they
are all
saying, but
clips.
yeah, I see what they saying.
We're not done laying out the story. You're just shooting a load.
Oh, this is all clips.
You ready
Yeah,
to
they wanted to go in a sequential order. Cut, by the way, they really wanted to go in a sequential order.
That was so confused.
Oh,
I
I
was
can
just
get
going
more.
through the
Hey,
shit.
Nah,
I
he
thought
wants
we were
to
doing that
build
too.
clips as the
I can get more
conversation
concise
goes.
answers. Nigga didn't tell me.
Oh my gosh, it's a whole story. You just shooting the low. I asked you a pointed question. Why you coming everywhere, dog? What are you doing?
I didn't have a problem with it, Damo. I can't lie.
I ain't had a problem with either. Y'all can chop that shit up.
I mean, you can say, but I just let
Yeah,
you.
edit this to get to work. Who editing this shit? Who in this? Man, get to work, nigga.
That was supposed to be the. You just shooting everywhere.
What's the next setup? What's the next
Damo, I
setup?
didn't have a problem with it.
The next
I ain't
setup
had a
is
problem with either. They could have chopped this nigga
Stopping
up.
it midway
from
is
the-
crazy.
They could have chopped
we
this
didn't have
nigga
to
up,
make it a
though.
big deal. I've done this before. I'm just saying, damn, you shot the load, ain't it?
Bro, they could have chopped this nigga up and put him on the other one, bro.
No, it's
Right?
That's crazy. That's
It's,
nasty.
the
I see
same,
what you're
it's the
saying.
same clip, but it's how you're telling the story. Well, damn, they don't know about what she said yet. B Soul's about to go. Then we got to go back to what she said.
Who gives a fuck? Just use his shit from the first one. Nigga.
Let's just hey, it's fine. Hey. Take two.
The whole fucking clip.
Damn, nigga, you got
Oh,
laundry.
we're
You got a
we're
whole
trolling.
laundry bag behind you?
Yeah, it is. It's laundry day. I mop my floors too.
It's always laundry day for you, nigga. Stop acting like. Did he have that shit behind him yesterday?
No.
I didn't see him yesterday.
Yeah, you trying to cook and the stove is off. What the fuck? You
Go
and
ahead,
I.
go ahead and go.
You and I.
Redo your clip so Damo can give you a more concise answer. He can be
Oh
all
my
professional now.
God,
Fuck up the flow.
we're trying to get the house of highlights.
Oh, y'all want me to get that type of clip? Okay, I got
Okay,
you.
all right. Can we stop? Can we just go?
Yeah, let me give you my take right now.
Take your blue chews. get the
Nobody doesn't want to
second
talk.
bit.
Nobody's afraid to say this is the real answer. Everybody's afraid to say this because they're women. But that was so emotional of her to do that shit. She was so emotional for doing that. You got baited into being physical with Caitlin Clark, and she ended up going to take technical free throws, and y'all lost by 1 point. How does that happen? That's actually my real thoughts on it. That ass. You got baited in being you got baited into getting physical with her. That resulted in her taking free throws with a technical free throw, and then y'all lost by 8 points. That's literally what happened. All that rough, rah, I'm gonna play physical. The same way that Damo said about how the old head said they're gonna defend Curry. Yeah, and then you end up fouling them and sending them to the free throw line, and you end up giving them easy points. That's dumb.
Hey, this that Draymond and Shaq clip.
Yeah, that's literally what Draymond and Shaq said. We're gonna get into a fight. Who gonna lose more? Who gonna lose more? Me getting not kicked out or your team getting kicked out? And then Shaq had to rethink. He's like, "Oh, you're right. I shouldn't get into a fight." That's literally what it is. If you get baited into doing that, then you've literally lost the game within the game. You lost that.
I don't mind.
That's where you play the outro music right there.
Yeah, I don't mind them throwing bees around or what's being said. It's the actions on the court. I feel like so far, out of all the rookies alone that we've seen, I'm not seeing one clip of Cameron Brink getting roughed up, tossed around on a consistent basis in her career. We've seen it happen once with Angel Reese, but even then you can knock that off as, hey, she's a rookie, we got short, we're being tough. You're playing physical in the paint with me, let's get physical. This is how you get physical in a women's game. With Caitlin Clark, it seemed like her entire career so far, there has been message after message after message after message each game. And eventually, at what point does it get away from initiating her into the women's NBA to y'all are just hating on this girl for getting the limelight y'all never were able to get? So that's where I find it unfair. No, I don't care that she got called to be. No, I don't care that they're trash talking. I care when non-basketball plays is happening. I care when constantly y'all are trying to, I don't want to say abuse because then that's like a trigger word, but y'all are really being overly physical for no reason in some instances. And it's giving more hate than initiation.
Shit,
Clip, scene. All right, good.
Shit. Oh, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead. Fuck it.
I was going to transition to the next one. So I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, like Damo was saying, it is a fact that she is being guarded differently, right? I don't think that's that's anything normal. Now, it might be basketball strategy. I have a stat here from Michael Vopel that says the WNBA defenses are doing what makes sense versus rookie point guard Caitlin Clark with this much responsibility for the offense. They are blitzing her, which, you know, we all think makes sense. She's been blitzed 57 times on ball screens, which is more than any other WNBA team, let alone any player. When they played Thursday versus Seattle, she was blitzed 18 times, more than twice what any other player has faced in any game this season. So without a shadow of a doubt, she is getting guarded differently. Now, when it comes to physicality aspect, that's where a lot of people lie differently. And, you know, that's where the organization has come in now and have started to, you know, start to buck back on what's going on here. This is her coach talking about how she's being guarded.
We're just going to keep sending these possessions to the league and these plays, and hopefully, you know, taking a better look at some of the things that we see happening or we think is happening. Just more happy that Caitlin handled it the way she did. She, you know, it's tough, you know, to keep getting hammered the way she does and to not get rewarded with free throws or, you know, just a foul call. Like she's continuing to fight through that. And that's what, you know, appreciate that from her. Really, really proud of her for doing that.
That water's
Their
right there.
GM also came to Twitter to say there's a difference between tough defense and unnecessary targeting actions. It needs to stop. The league needs to clean up the crap. That is not who the league is. Now, like Damo was alluding to earlier, those were some of Indiana's remarks post that. Some of Chicago's remarks were very much on the different side. The Kennedy Chandler, who got into the hip check altercation with Clark, when asked about it, said, "I ain't answering no questions on Caitlin Clark." Angel Reese decided to not show up to the post-game interview anyway, but Kennedy Chandler took to Twitter and started liking a bunch of tweets saying that what does Caitlin Clark bring to the game besides three-pointers? Right? That's what she said. You know, and that's not because, oh yeah, I'm sorry, her quote where it says, and that's that on that, because besides three-point shooting, what does she bring to the table? Chandler Parsons asked, where were her teammates? What the fuck? Caitlin Clark's teammates. Kennedy says, I'm cool with them. So what's up? And she took to social media to really give, you know, her input, her voice on this.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Y'all about to get a real reaction out of me.
Oh yeah, these are.
I don't necessarily. Well, but before you play it, I just don't necessarily know if this is jealousy or just it could be both too. A part of jealousy or the fact that people just don't like the fact. And this might be jealousy too. That all the credit is going to Caitlin Clark. So, yeah, no, it's jealousy. Never mind. Not that I walked it through my head.
Yeah,
they hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my original take was because of the fact that I seen Angel Reese also get, you know what I'm saying, push down as well. That it's just jealousy towards the rookie class in general. But the more and more, like when I seen her tweet and say the things that she said, what I said in my head was she cannot be the only one thinking this. I would find it hard to believe that she's the only one with these similar sentiments. So yeah, no, they're hating now. They're hating.
I'm just, as a person that, I'll be blunt, I know when obviously any basketball creator, let alone myself, has done this on several times, say they haven't watched the game, it triggers people. But I think it actually has some merit in this conversation because I didn't see the game. I didn't even know what the fuck the score was to the game because all I'm seeing on Twitter is just beating up Caitlin Clark. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen a basketball possession. I've only seen Caitlin Clark get knocked to the ground. I swear. Maybe I got a bad TO. Maybe my Twitter's toxic. I don't know. And I just think it's so funny because it's kind of like people were saying and trying to like gaslight everyone into saying that there weren't women in the league or women around the league that didn't have any disdain or any negative energy towards Caitlin Clark. It's just, all right, y'all gassing this rookie. Bro, I'm going to go there. I'm usually not a person that likes to throw these weird ass labels y'all be doing. This is damn near bullying to me. This is literally like everyone in the league saying, fuck you just because you exist. shit, I don't think she necessarily asked for everybody to be on her body. You know, I don't think she necessarily asked for everybody to be boosting about this team. Everybody was quick as shit when she was on her debut to slander that, oh yeah, she's actually a fraud, da da da. And then later on, Omar told me she damn near hit a buzzer beater like the next week or some shit. So I just think these standards for Caitlin Clark are just completely unfair. I don't know how we necessarily resolve it, because I'm not implying that women can't be physical, but I basically retweet what Damo said. I just want to see basketball getting played, at least on the goddamn TL. Y'all aren't even talking about the game. Day 578 of y'all not talking about the WNBA sport versus the politics and the racism and shit.
Mm-hmm. I was on the timeline, and the thing Sage is talking about, he retweeting, I seen it. People getting their think pieces off, and I'm simply saying, can we just talk basketball? The amount of people under that tweet that were, well, maybe if they weren't playing so physical, we can't talk basketball. You click their tweet, you click their Twitter and scroll. The amount of non-basketball they have on their fucking timeline is crazy. The amount of politics, political statements, the amount of not giving a fuck about any kind of basketball is not in the bio. You don't know what team they're associated with because they're not liking or retweeting anything basketball related. Yet you're, well, maybe if they play basketball, we would talk basketball. Jessica, you don't want to talk basketball. You want to talk about Joe Biden versus Trump. Michael, you don't want to talk basketball. You're talking about birth control rates. Y'all don't even want to talk basketball now. Y'all are just here for the think pieces and things beyond basketball. That's one. Two, fuck saying bullying and all these other labels. I'm going to be super honest about what this is. And, hey, no one has to agree with me. It's because they're women. This is a women thing at this point. From what I'm seeing, the takes I've seen, the stuff I've heard said, the actions I've seen on the court, and the non-accountability after these actions by certain players, Kennedy being one of them, this is just what, this is hey, they're women. Like, what do you, there's a lot more emotion going on. And I say that because when you're looking at the men's game, which this is basketball, so I'm going to compare it to the men's game. In situations like this with Larry Bird, situations like this with Luka. So we're done with the 90s and we're going today. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. When it was Larry Bird and niggas had that mindset of, this white boy can't ball with us. Come on. We gonna see what he got. And he bust that ass. Hey, man, all respect to Larry. Hey, Larry good. Hey, that white boy good. He can ball. Blah, blah, blah. You've heard the stories about Luka. Jeff Teague told you a couple on this podcast. The clip went viral. Yo, Wes, why y'all letting this boy get down like that? Because he can ball. People wanted to test Luka his rookie year. They test him one time. He comes out on the other side. Hey, man, respect. Cool. These women are doing the same thing to Caitlin, and it's not about basketball at the end of the day. It's not about seeing if she can get through the fire, seeing if she deserves to be here. Y'all trying to make a point by saying she doesn't deserve what she has. It was never about Larry Bird didn't deserve this hype. They had to show that he had to show he could prove it. And they were like, all right, bet, you got it. When it was about Luka, show you were worth the hype. Once he showed it, they respected it. Cool, that's fine. There might be players that don't like Luka, but they're not refusing to do interviews and going on fucking threads and Instagram stories and all this dumb shit afterwards, liking a bunch of tweets that are anti-Luka afterwards. There's no emotion in it. This is just about our job of basketball. What I'm seeing with Caitlin is not basketball anymore.
I will play devil's advocate right now in this argument. Number one, Caitlin does talk trash as well. This is not just a case of, she just minds her own business and then they check her. And then number two, in terms of hearing the positive, you want to see it on the timeline. Like that type of shit, I've said this on the pod, like shit like that, that's not going to get clipped up, in my opinion.
Bezos, Luka and Larry Bird both talks the immensest amount of shit ever. Since day one, they talk shit. That has nothing to do with the fact of giving a person credit who you felt didn't deserve it after they show you why they deserve it. That's just a human thing. I don't care how much shit you talk. These guys talk shit. Respect is earned. And if you have doubts about someone's performance and they go out there against you, your team, and able to perform to some degree, definitely better than what you thought they would do, there is a respect that's warranted. Now, I will give you, playing devil's advocate, I'll give you that. Maybe just the clips aren't out there of them being positive. That's fine. It is rare for me to see people talking about Caitlin Clark in any light and it not be shown, especially WNBA players, because you see when they do talk positively about her. We've seen it before. When there have been women that have talked positive about her, we've seen it. It's been on the timeline because it feels like it's so damn rare. It feels like it's such a rare thing for a WNBA player to give her some type of credit. So I've seen it when it's happened.
Yeah.
I watched clips.
There's
from,
just
I watched
too many
clips
examples to say it's not targeted. So I agree with everyone's point.
Yeah, even the inverse, what I was, and maybe this is a reach, but like when you compare this to a situation, and I acknowledge it's a reach yet again, to like Alonzo Ball when he entered the league. Lonzo weren't talking shit. For the most part, Alonzo was pretty quiet as fuck. They were still on his ass, especially first 10 games of his career. The only time he wasn't was when he dropped 27-1. Other than that, every game, Lonzo with a triple single, Lonzo getting bitched by Pat Bev, Lonzo getting bitched by this person. They were treating them not exactly the same. Caitlyn is much worse, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't think shit talk's a factor.
I'm about to say, even with that, with the Lonzo thing, we seen it game 1 against Pat Bev. Listen, I'm a Lonzo stan. I remember that season. That shit wasn't every game. If LeVar was there, yeah, someone will try to make an example because LeVar's there. But if LeVar's not at the game, nigga, ain't nobody getting physical with Lonzo to the point to where it's egregious. It was the Pat Bev thing, the AD because LeVar was there. He blocked the shot, looks at LeVar. Someone dunks and looks at LeVar. What it was the Jamal Murray. The Jamal Murray incident, throwing the ball around and then the teams get into it. Other than that, it wasn't him getting took out the air, him getting bodied by a big body screen, him getting hip checked for no reason because people didn't believe he deserved the height. It wasn't that bad for him. This is genuinely a situation where in 10 games, she has experienced more, even out of the people in her class. Angel Reese once. I haven't even heard anything about the other girls in her class getting anything done to them. Cameron Brink, people love Cameron Brink. Everyone loves Cameron's game. I've heard nothing but positivity about Cameron Brink. And I haven't heard nobody, I ain't seen a clip of her getting took out the air, her getting hit with a crazy screen. I seen her block Asia Wilson. I see people praising her defense. I'm not seeing her go through what Caitlin's going through. This got to be targeted.
She's not trendy to the level. All respect to Cameron, but yeah, she's not trendy to the level. So if you're the defender, you're not even interested in getting that clip on.
But that's why I said the generational takes about Caitlyn Archer.